Are you tired of the same food options when you're trying to decide what's for dinner? Let Mamut Bar and Grill in Richmond ease that burden. Their one-of-a-kind menu offers fine Mexican options, plus burgers, a large selection of sandwiches and wraps, pasta, steaks, seafood, and a full list of appetizers. You can please everyone on your guest list with a trip to Mamut Bar and Grill, located in Richmond at 2187 Lexington Road, across from Whitehall Elementary School.
Hey everybody, and welcome into this Thursday edition of the Mamut Bar and Grill Sports Report. 8 teams are left in the KHSAA Class 6A playoffs, and your Madison Central Indians are one of those 8. The Indians are seeking their 3rd region championship in program history, with both of those previous wins coming in the last 6 years. In 2018, Central beat Connor for their first ever region championship. Then in 2021, the team dominated Dunbar for their 2nd. In 2022, the team made it back to the region championship game, losing to Ballard. This year, Frederick Douglass is the team standing in front of Coach Blair and his team. The Broncos came to Richmond back on October 11th and won 21-14, but not without a bit of controversy. In that game, Sean Reese appeared to cross the goal line seconds before the first half came to an end, which would have given the Indians a 14-7 halftime lead. The referees said Reese didn't score, and Frederick Douglass outscored Central 14-7 in the second half to earn the 7-point win. Since that game, they have lost only one time to the number 1 ranked team in all of the state of Kentucky, Boyle County, and they've outscored opponents 167-64. Despite all that, Coach Blair is confident in his team, especially with how they've played in the postseason, blowing out Tates Creek in round 1 and holding on to defeat Bryan Station last Friday. And he knows what the keys are for his team to advance.
We got to stop them from running an A gap up the middle, in between the tackles. Make their run game go more the outside, and you know and make them throw the ball. That's where Coach Chapman, he's worked so much on building this defense to stop the run and force you to make plays on the pass. They don't, unless they're winning, they rarely throw the ball. Even in the last few weeks, they went to a wildcat look with number 26 back there, and he's been pushing the run. So they are definitely a run first team. I think there might even been a couple games we threw the ball more than they did, and but that's the game plan. Offensively, we've got to make sure we're blocking our assignments. They're going to do some adjustments. Like they did last time we played, and recognize those adjustments and understand what we've got to do to fix that and making an audible at the line. And at this point, giving the keys to Herbst and let him go on and make those audibles and changes. And they're going to give us certain things. They can't stop everything. So we've just got to be smart enough to figure out what they're giving us.
The other remaining matchups in Class 6A feature Ryle and Central Hardin, Great Crossing versus Barron County, and Trinity versus Ballard. It's a wide open field, but Coach Blair is also trying to make sure his team is focused on the team in front of them, a team that has never lost to Madison Central.
You can't play any of those other teams unless you beat the one you're playing this week.
Correct. Yeah.
Frederick Douglass is we know the one you have to beat, regardless. And so whenever those other teams come around, that's of all those 7 other teams, you only have to play one of them to get into the state championship. So that's kind of our idea, and we're going to focus on Frederick Douglass and not even. I don't think that to bring up the other stuff and all the RPI and trying to figure out the RPI.
Yeah, same.
Friday night I was convinced Trinity. Then I heard that Ballard beat St. X, and then Ryle beat St. X, and Ballard beat Manual, and there you go. Any Friday night. So it just shows you all those teams play great defense.
Yeah.
And so we can be in that talk, but we got to take care of this three-headed monster of the 2 running backs and Avion Chanel to move on.
You can watch the game again live tomorrow night on WBON TV Channel 9. WBON TV can be found on Spectrum in Madison County, Channel 712, and also over the air, Channel 9.1 with the antenna. Our coverage will begin at 6:30 with the kickoff at 7 p.m. for the regional championship game between Madison Central and Frederick Douglass. For the Mamut Bar and Grill Sports Report, I'm Michael Watkins.